Hey guys, welcome to Digit.in, and this is the LG G5. LG has beaten Google by bringing a modular smartphone to the market, and it's available for you guys to purchase. Now, LG has been one of those companies that's been okay experimenting with smartphones. We've had LG launch smartphones with a flexible display, with curved displays. We've also seen LG launch smartphones with a 3D display. Remember the Optimus 3D? It had two cameras at the back where you could click 3D photographs as well. So it's safe to say that LG has been one of those companies that has really experimented with smartphones, and their sales haven't really been as good as we would like them to be, because LG at times has made some really good smartphones. Now we have with us the LG G5. It boasts of state-of-the-art specifications, what we find on the HTC 10 or even the Samsung Galaxy S7. The place where this smartphone beats, let's say, the Galaxy S7 Edge is because the S7 Edge just has a curved display. This smartphone is a modular smartphone, which means that you can actually remove the base out here, which we're going to show you in a bit, and replace it with modular accessories. So should you consider picking up the LG G5? Well, this is our review and you can find out. Metal body usually feels more metallic. There's a certain low-grade metal quality about the G5, one that I can't really come to terms with. It's a phone that looks premium in photos but doesn't feel quite the same. There's a button on the bottom left of the G5 which unlocks the modular elements. Pressing this makes the battery pop out and you can add other modules. Now from LG itself, there are only two modular attachments that are going to be available in the market. One is for the camera called the LG Cam Plus, and the other is a hi-fi accessory which essentially helps you get better audio. But that's the thing, LG is only going to launch two modular attachments for the G5, and it's going to rely on maybe third-party people to launch more modular attachments for the G5. So it's kind of a little limiting to see that the company itself is just bringing two attachments when so much more could have been done with this. Now, coming to the fact of its modular features in itself, the most disappointing thing is that you actually have to remove the battery to change the module, which means that your smartphone is going to go off. We really wish LG would have made some arrangement in the device where it could last for, let's say, 5 minutes or 3 minutes more, just while you remove the module, replace the battery and put it back. Coming to the durability as well, it is questionable considering the quality of the button and the clicks and clacks that we hear when we put the module back in. But then again, it is the first time that a modular smartphone has been launched, so we're pretty sure in the next iteration LG might work on these factors. Another thing to be kept in mind is that LG may have to keep the G6, which may come out next year, also modular, simply because it would like people to invest in the modules that will be available, and these modules aren't really cheap. Having said that, we've also seen the Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge that have had to maintain micro USB and not go towards USB Type-C simply because they want their family of smartphones to be compatible with the Gear VR. These are certain limitations. The 5.3-inch QHD display on the LG G5 has a pixel density of 544 ppi, and it's one of the best in the market. Samsung's Galaxy S7 Edge still has better black levels, but it's barely discernible to an untrained eye. LG has used the same in-cell touch technology from the G4, and like that device, this is easily my favorite display this year. LG's UI is one of those UIs that you can neither praise nor really dismiss. There are features here that make sense. For example, you can add 2 extra buttons to Android's stock touch buttons. I chose to make one of these the notifications drop down, and not having to reach for the top of the phone made it feel all the more ergonomic. Personally, I see no mentionable faults with the LG UX 5.0, but I've heard multiple people complain about it. It is of course built on Android Marshmallow. It's worth noting that Marshmallow's adoptable storage feature is not supported by the G5, just like the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. Coming to performance, it would suffice to say that the LG G5 is one of the fastest smartphones in the market right now. This is the first fully clocked Snapdragon 820 that we've reviewed right now, and the LG G5 leaves little room for question. You can play games and multitask to your heart's content, and there's 4 GB of DDR4 RAM to aid the latter. Compared to Samsung's flagships, the LG G5 shows very slight stutter while browsing on Chrome. It's also worth noting that LG has used UFS 2.0 storage on the G5, which makes a significant difference in real-world performance. Coming to the battery, with the screen on auto brightness, the 2800 mAh battery on the LG G5 lasted me for about 10 hours on pretty heavy usage. This includes about 4 phone calls, about 35 minutes of gameplay, quite a few images clicked, 1 short video, and lots of instant messaging and emails. This is pretty much the industry standard for smartphones, but it definitely doesn't qualify as good battery life. Moving on to the camera, LG hasn't explicitly said it, but the wide-angle lens on the G5 is most certainly a fisheye lens. To clarify, the LG G5 has two cameras, a 16-megapixel primary sensor and an 8-megapixel wide-angle camera. While the field of view for the primary lens stands at the usual 70 degrees, the fisheye wide-angle lens can see 135 degrees. This poses another conflict for me. While the benefits of the fisheye lens aren't lost to me, I'm not a photographer and I can't always figure out when a fisheye lens will be handy. These lenses cause barrel distortion, meaning photos appear spherical instead of linear. Now, if you're good with cameras, you can really put this to good use, but if you're not, you may struggle. The 16-megapixel camera on the G5 is pretty great though. Given the right light, it makes great photos, but I wish they were a tad brighter. Under low light, the G5 lags behind the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, but is still respectable. Most of your images taken by the G5 will look great, colors are accurate and the details are really good. Lower the light and images start deteriorating, but there are many phones that'll do worse. So to conclude, we'd like to say that LG has done a commendable job with the G5. It's the first modular smartphone to hit the market, and we know that LG has put in a lot of innovation into launching an innovative smartphone. The modular factor, the modular design, the number of things that you can probably do with a module is more than what you can do with an Edge display. Having said that, we would still recommend the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge over the G5 simply because it's a better built, better looking device and the camera takes better pictures in low lighting conditions. However, if you do decide to pick up the G5, know this, that you are buying one of the most powerful smartphones available in the market. It stands tall with other flagships available out there for this price point, and you will certainly not be disappointed if you pick this one up. You know our recommendation, however. Thank you for watching our review of the LG G5. We will catch you in another video. As always, please like this video, and if you have questions, let us know in the comment section below, and subscribe to the Digit YouTube channel for more videos like this one.